Hey everybody, what's going on? What's up? It's Tia and I'm back to bring you another video. This one is on a movie review from the movie TLC. Alright y'all, so as y'all probably already know, the TLC movie premiered Monday night at 9 p.m. and they also showed it right after it was over again at 11:30. It was 2.5 hours long. It was on the popular girl group TLC, which was T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli, Tion, Razonda, and Lisa. Real names, okay? Alright, it starred Drew Sidora. She was playing T-Boz. Keke Palmer played Chilli, and the infamous Lil Mama played Left Eye, okay? Alright, so the movie basically showed them from the time they started off their group before they got famous, and they did their highlights, their different concerts, their contracts, their pitfalls, even Lisa Left Eye Lopez's death in the end. They showed basically their start from stardom and how they started the group until the end. Now, here's what I want to say. As far as the movie itself, I did really like it. I liked it, and then I didn't like it. Everything they showed I thought was great, but what I didn't like is what they didn't show. I'm going to get into that because that's mainly what my review is about. I like how it started off when they weren't in the group and you found out that T-Boz and Left Eye were friends, and Chilli came into the group later. Everything they show as far as like their contracts and everything, that was really great because I didn't know Pebbles was like that. During the interviews and stuff, when all that was going on, they was really nice about their situation with Pebbles. They didn't really get really nasty and talk about how she really was to them. I didn't know she was that way, and that's bad that she was, but you know, that's unfortunate. But they showed all of that. They seemed to focus more also on Chilli and Dallas Austin's relationship, which was good because we didn't see that in their spotlight. We knew that they were together and they had a son, but there was other stuff that they didn't show. I mean, there's other stuff that we didn't know that they showed, like him being with other women, and of course Chilli getting pregnant. She did talk about that on her reality show, and I think before then nobody knew that's what had happened either, that she got pregnant first and had the abortion and then had Tron later. T-Boz being hooked up with Mr. Dalvin, I didn't know about that. Everybody knew about Left Eye and her and Andre Rison's relationship. That was infamous in itself. So I'm glad they focused a lot on Chilli's relationship with Dallas, but there were some things I didn't really like. For one thing, they went too fast. One of the things I would have recommended was that they should have did a mini series, and they should have did it for 2 nights and for 2.5 hours each night. It would have been really good. That way they could have showed everything. They could have showed Chilli's relationship, T-Boz's relationship, Left Eye's relationship. The other thing was that everybody got pregnant except for Left Eye. You didn't even see them pregnant. You just said that they were pregnant, and then I think Chilli pushed, and then she had her baby. I would like to have seen them pregnant, like actually pregnant and going through those stages. For Tion as well as Chilli. The abortion scene, that was very interesting in itself because you saw what she went through. They could have made a little bit more with that too, like how she got over it, and she talked about how she really wanted the baby, and they showed the girls together with her, but just being more in detail with what she struggled with and just the girls knowing, that would have been more better if they would have focused on that more. The girl being pregnant by Dallas Austin, we don't know if that was even true or not, so they should have elaborated on that as well. Left Eye's relationship with Andre, they rushed through all of that. I mean, even though we knew about it, if you're gonna do a movie, show all of it. Show just like what they showed Chilli and her relationship with Dallas. They should show the courting scene with Left Eye and Andre, them being together, being around town. They showed how she blew up, put his house on fire, but then they didn't show a lot of the aftermath of that. They didn't show their rocky relationship that much. They just breezed through it, and that wasn't good that they did that. T-Boz being with Mac 10 and getting married to him and having his child, they didn't show none of that either. They kind of breezed through that. So those are the stuff that I didn't like that they did with this movie. If they would have made it longer, it would have been a lot better. So that was my biggest gripes with them. I didn't realize that Chilli had got kicked out of the group like that, and the other two girls were the ones that brought her back. They said, no, we like everybody else, how they went through auditions. I didn't know all that had went down. I knew about them being bankrupt. That was very not popular, but very known. And how Left Eye broke it down, I saw all that when they did their behind the, I think it was behind the music or a special thing they did on them. I saw all of that. I knew about all of that. The other thing too was Left Eye going to Honduras, and showing her in Honduras was good, but the way they dealt with, they just showed them, getting the calls and that they got upset and they cried, and they showed them at the funeral, but they didn't show like more in depth of like, not that they should show her in the car crashing, but they didn't. They kind of like went too quick between her doing her documentary and then showing them knowing that they got the call. All that part where they dealt with her death towards the end, and then showing them 10 years later, they rushed through that. They should show them more with dealing with her death, trying to still continue the group without her, and doing the songs and stuff without her. They kind of like left all of that out, and that would have been good to see because that's what they went through. So that's how I feel about the movie. The parts that they showed was wonderful. The parts that they left out, which is what I just talked about, is what I don't like. So in between, it's a 50-50 thing. I like what they showed, but I didn't like that they left all this other stuff out. It was too fast, and they didn't show everything. And also, I'm going to say this. This is my personal opinion. I felt like they should have did this movie 10 years ago, like in 2003. Assuming that Left Eye did pass away like she did, and they were struggling to continue the group without her, they should have showed all of that. And if they would have did the movie at that time, it would have been more relevant because they still would have been somewhat in the spotlight. Their music still would have been fresh on people's minds in the situation that they were going through. It's good that they brought the movie out for everybody to see, but to do it so late to me was an injustice. I just wish they could have did it a lot sooner, and then it would have been more relevant to knowing what they were going through. That's just my personal opinion. So that's how I feel. Chilli and T-Boz were executive producers of this show, and they made sure that, I don't know if they did this for Lil Mama. I'm sure they did, but Chilli got with Kiki and T-Boz got with Drew, and got them down pat on how they felt and the dance moves, the mannerisms and things like that. They really made sure that they got the essence of what they went through and what they was doing as a group at that time. So I thought that was great, because for the longest time when I was looking at them, I feel like I was looking at T-Boz and Left Eye and Chilli. Kiki doesn't look like Chilli to me. They tried to get her hair to look like her, but to me, she didn't look in the face like Chilli. Only the one that played T-Boz and the one that played Left Eye, which was Drew and Lil Mama, respectfully felt like they were them. But Kiki did a great job acting. She just didn't look like Chilli like the other girls did to me. So that's how I feel about that. All the songs that they used was great. It took me back. To me, it got me there for just a little while, and then it wasn't long enough. I was feeling it like I was, because I was a big TLC fan. TLC came out when I was in high school, I think when I was in 9th grade, 10th grade, 1990, 1991. So, I grew up with them, and I remember all their songs, intimately. I remember every last one of them, and I loved every song they put out. So it took me back. So I like the concert footage they did. I like the songs that they put in. I think they were they used their real songs and they were lip syncing over it. I think when they did Scrubs, I think Kiki was actually singing that part. It sounded like it was Kiki's voice and not Chilli's. But all of that was great. The acting was great. I saw Cockroach Carl Anthony Payne, Theo's buddy, played and Tony Reed. He was good. Pebbles, who played Pebbles, was great. Everybody was great in the movie. I like in the ending how they had the real T-Boz and Chilli singing their new song from this album. I mean, from the soundtrack to this movie. I liked they used the real footage of T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chilli, like their different concerts, footage, pictures, things like that. That was really nice and touching and sentimental. So I really like that. Oh, okay, y'all, it's 11 minutes. Okay, so yeah, y'all, so that's how I feel. So like I said, 50-50. I like what they did, but I didn't like what they didn't show, and the fact that they rushed it. And then, like I said, I talked about that in the video. So let me know what y'all think about this movie. Did you see it? Did you like it? Are you a fan of TLC? Do you think they went too fast? Or just let me know what you think. Your comments appreciated below, okay? Alright, everybody, so that is it. So I hope you have a good day. It's getting night, so I'm trying to hurry up and get this video before it gets too dark. You can probably see. But anyway, y'all have a good day. You have a good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. Take care. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you soon in the next video, okay? Alright, everybody, until then, see you next time. Take care. Bye.